Good afternoon. This is Steve, and I wanted to share you just a little presentation on how to shop for a mattress. I'm actually sitting in a mattress store now, and if you were to walk in or my phone rings and someone was asking me, I'd walk you through this process. And I wouldn't be afraid to send you elsewhere because it's a pretty sleazy industry, and most companies don't go through the thoroughness of how to help you make this decision on your own and do what's best for you, not necessarily what's best for the store. So it's the 4 F's of mattress shopping. We want to get you sleeping well. And so we'll just go on to the first one. How to pick a mattress. The 4 F's are from whom, philosophy, I know it's not an F, but it works, feel, and finances. From whom. When I first started this a little over 10 years ago, I was blown away by the fact that I was getting into mattress sales. I thought I was like used car salesman or drug dealers or street workers, until I realized that if you can really set yourself apart from the rest of the stores out there online as well as in brick and mortar because of who you are. So that's a question you have to ask yourself. Do I want to shop online versus brick and mortar? There might be pros and cons for you. You don't want to go test mattresses and deal with the used car salesman. But you got to evaluate. The online method is buy, test, return, try to filter through what people are saying about it. And if you don't like it, most companies are telling you to donate them to a charity. Charities don't want them anymore. And so ultimately what's happening is these online purchases that don't work out for you are ending up in landfills. Brick and mortar, been around forever. It's going to be around forever. And if done right, it will really serve and care for people and get them the best night's sleep. You need to ask yourself, what do reviews say about them? The management, the ownership, the company, the online process. Many reviews online can be bought. You find these little startups that have 2,000 reviews. It's most likely they bought them, and it's really tough to figure out that. Do you trust them? Do you trust the person? Deep in your soul, how do you feel about this store and the experience? And who stands behind the warranty or exchange if you're not satisfied or something does fall apart in 2, 3, 4, 5 years? That's the first F, from whom. Philosophy is very important. It's usually where I'd want to start, is what kind of mattress are you looking for? Do you have a preconceived notion of, well, I want an air mattress, or I want a water bed, or I want a coil hybrid, or I want to go natural materials? So you need to ask yourself, what type of materials do you desire? If you don't, do a little bit of research, and this is a good place to start. Natural fibers, they're going to be the longest lasting, the coolest sleeping, the most temperature neutral, and the best for you. If you're part of a Shackley sleep event, it's because you care about your health. This is where you probably want to lean, and this is where I chose to go about 6 years ago. And I chose a luxury bed out of England. As you can see it on the bottom, it's all hairs and furs and coconut and crops. There is not a foam or latex in them. You can go to latex rubber. Latex rubber is a natural product from a latex tree in Southeast Asia. It's baked. You see it in the image here. It is baked in a couple different methods. There's natural and synthetic, and you're going to have to do some research to find out what does that bed have. It's probably the next best natural product in the spectrum. It will last longer than your normal foams and polyfoams and gel foams, and it's cleaner for you as well. It's more economical than some of the luxury all-natural fibers. Then you go down to the world of memory foam, gels, and polyfoams. Not all memory foams are equal. Tempur-Pedic, the creator of them, almost 30 years ago. And then there's gel foams, and then there's polyfoams that we slept on as we were kids. Not all foams are equal. So when you are shopping for a mattress and you see it has 1 inch of a comfort layer, or a trademark term as Sealy Special Dancing Magic Foam, question it. You need to dig into the deep science and physics of each foam. What is the density, the ILD, the poundage, the inches? Avoid trademark terms. They're trying to hide cheap foams, and it's typically reflected in shoddy product. Doesn't necessarily mean it's cheap. You can find very expensive S brands with cheap foams that they don't tell you. Do you struggle with heat or smells? As a part of a philosophy in your shopping experience is, if you struggle with heat, you need to go more on the natural side and away from the polyfoams and the memory foams. Even if they are dancing and lipstick on a pig with ice cool foam and this and that, they tend to be warmer overnight. Or do you struggle with smells? Tempur-Pedic is a petrol foam, and it will tend to have a smell. But even natural latex can have a smell. It smells like a sweet fish honey at the beginning. Once it airs out, it goes away. We've been told by some customers, and I have a horsetail bed, they say it smells like a farm. Mine did not. This desires of heat and smells will determine the kind of material you choose, the philosophy. Or coils. Coils is one of the longest lasting items in a bed if you cover it well with the proper materials. I have a coil bed that is covered with natural materials like you see, and it comes with a 30 to a lifetime warranty. There's only one bed in the world that will not dip, sag, or show hills and valleys, and that is Vispring out of Europe. Air mattresses, that's your sleep number. It's ultimately an air mattress covered with foam. And water beds are very similar. So you have to make those philosophy type decisions, and that determines from whom you're going to shop, because not all stores carry all types of philosophy. It's going to determine what kind of feel you're looking for, and it's also going to determine your finances. Feel. How do you experience your partner in bed? Does your partner get up early in the morning and you feel them? The style of bed that you choose is going to help you experience or not experience your partner. If you have a flopper and a flipper and a flopper, a fish that you sleep next to, that'll determine the type of bed you want to aim for. And some feels of beds eliminate or hinder extracurricular activities. So you decide. What is your preferred sleep style, your feel? Do you sleep on your side, your stomach, or your back? There's not a general painted with one stroke, all people with back issues need to be on this. Now, stomach sleepers are the most problematic and probably need to be on a firmer bed. They're the hardest to make happy if they have a stomach sleeper and another sleeper as a partner. But your feel and how you sleep on your side, back, or stomach will determine what you're looking for. Do you have any current injuries or health issues? If you have acid reflux, and you need to consider getting an adjustable bed. 50% of our customers now are buying adjustable beds, and they're buying them split from their partner so they can sleep up, their head up, or their partner can sleep with their legs up. That'll determine how and what you choose. Shoulder issues. I have a cracked rib that constantly gives me issues when I sleep on my right side. So going for the right feel to cover up or help your injuries or health issues. A simple question. What do you have now that isn't working? Well, I have a waterbed and I hate it. So don't go shop for a waterbed. Go for a different feel. I have a memory foam bed and I hate the temperature and I hate the feel of it. I feel like I'm stuck in the beach. So change, try something different. What has worked for you in the past and you like? What if you have a memory foam bed or you have an air bed and you love it? Then stick with it and maybe just get some little bit fewer upgrades. And does it support your perfect spinal alignment? So when I'm matching customers with the right feel and the right philosophy in our store, I'm really aiming for a perfect spinal alignment. This next image will help explain perfect spinal alignment. If you buy a bed that's too soft, these are all side sleepers. If you buy a bed that's too soft, you're going to be in that bed too much and you're curving. You buy a bed too firm, you can see where that person's now laying on top of the mattress. They're also going to have pressure point issues with their shoulder, their hips, and possibly their knees and ankles. And if you have the correct bed that fits your body type and your sleep style, you will be in the bed, but not too far, aiming for perfect spinal alignment. Now, I'll address pillow alignment as well. Pillow can affect almost to 25% of your sleep experience. If you have a pillow that's too high, too low, incorrect, you can see how it's going to affect your spine as well. Finances, it's a big question. What do you want to spend? If your budget for a king mattress is less than $1,000, you're very limited in your budget. Online world is saying you can buy this or that for super economics. In most cases, not entirely, if you do the research from whom and philosophy and feel properly, you'll make a wise financial decision. The type of materials will determine how much money you're going to spend. If you go all natural, coil hybrid, that's got a 30, 40, 50-year warranty, it's going to cost you a little bit more. So the length of the warranty also determines. Most beds are being thrown out there with a 10-year warranty. Ask the question also who stands behind this warranty. The length of the warranty will determine your finances. And the reputation of the company. How long has this company been around? What does the retail store do when it comes to exchanges and their history of serving people, getting them a good night's sleep? So these three areas will determine how much money you're going to spend, but maybe if you're like most people, it's a combination. It's probably not all equal 25%. You're going to have to determine finances aren't part of the equation. We can spend whatever it takes to get us the right philosophy and feel, and we don't really care who we buy it from. Some people care. Ultimately, yeah, we care. In my store, our number one reason people come back is by referrals and their repeat business, because they're buying a second, third, fourth bed over the years for other rooms, for family members. And so their number one criteria is they're buying from Urban Mattress here in Centennial. Some come in saying, nope, I only want a hybrid bed. And it eliminates and changes this matrix a little bit. So you have to personally make that decision on your own. If you have any questions, text here in the group. You can also reach out to me personally in DM, but I'd love to have your questions. If you have any others about what I'm stuck on this, or I have this, or I went to this store, or I'm shopping online, feel free to ask those questions. Hopefully this was helpful for you.